Welcome to my channel, y'all.
Luna, come inside. Come on. Come on. You can come in. No, there's no other door anymore. Are you confused? Oh, I'm so confused. Look, Hazel figured it out. Look. She put her head right through the invisible door. Oh, her whole body went through. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's okay. Look, Hazel can do it. It's not me.
Like, I watched that and I was like, that's exactly how people be acting. They act like there's this window, and if they go through this door, they're gonna get knocked down. Like, they have so many thoughts, and so a lot of people have imaginary doors. So I'm trying to get this silver. Let's see if it works. Make sure if anyone is holding a Joker mirror to your king ass, it ain't you. Make sure the last person who is trying to remind you of the past, who's trying to remind you of the Joker position, is your older self, is you, you know? Because your old self really wants to come back. It really wants to stay. Your past self will constantly hold a mirror. Self, like, look, you're faking it. Look, like, you're like, this is a joke. You're a joke. You've been like trying to impersonate someone, and that's actually, isn't that imposter syndrome? When you know you are the but you keep trying to go back to not being the Good at doing makeup and talking. But anyways, just make sure you keep showing up for you. Keep making you proud. Like, I think a lot of people, like, their biggest issues, especially once they get past family and dating, is really like, and if I were to be honest about my issues, it's really that self-sabotage. That self-sabotage is a bitch. Like, she's your past self who's the Joker, who keeps trying to show you who you are, keeps trying to remind you that you're not this new, cool, exciting human being, that you're joking, right? And then if that old self is accompanied by laziness, procrastination, all of those, oh my gosh, you gonna start believing it. You gonna start thinking, maybe you're right. Let me just settle. Let me just get to this job and stop fucking living in fairy tale land. You know what I mean? And that's exactly why you need to make sure, and while I'm making this videos, you need to make sure it's not your old self who wants to be here and stay comfy. Anyways, if I'm even gonna light this, who knows, I might have messed up my makeup for real, but we're gonna add some sparkles. Do you guys like my new curtain? I love it so much. I think it's so classy. I'm gonna get another light because I want it to be like really bright. And then they have this like, anyways, I don't even tell you guys all the secrets, but I'm about to get way more lighting. Like, we're about to make this a studio. Ooh, sorry, it's hairy, but I'm thinking we'll do these two on each eye. Start handling your stuff. It is now officially 2026. We're already practically halfway through the month. What have you guys done? Have we hit any of those goals? How do we feel? Are we the Joker trying to show ourselves, like are we the Joker trying to show our past selves and stay our past selves? Like, are we still trying to operate out of the same, like, was it Albert Einstein who said that if you keep doing the same thing trying to get different results, like, that's insanity? I'm obviously paraphrasing, and I still don't know if that's Albert Einstein, but essentially, you guys don't want to operate in 2026 doing the same thing you did in 2025. Like, if you didn't realize, that obviously led to, like, just what you know now, right? And so we're not going to misuse that knowledge and gaslight ourselves like certain things work. in terms of our eating habits, who we're kicking it with, what we're doing, how we're spending our time. You know what I mean? Like we actually, you guys, like this is what I love about God, is you actually feel like a big deal. You actually feel like, oh, I am precious cargo. Like, no, I can't just hang out. I actually have to talk to my Father, and I have to have alone time, and I have to, like, you move differently when you know you are precious cargo, when you know you're precious. And you guys are indeed precious. Like, that's why it's like so crazy, because like anyone will get with anyone, and it, like, what? You know, like to me, like the biggest tip in dating that really helped me is realizing, like, when I go hang out with friends or go on a date, it's not that I'm going out to test anyone, but I'm definitely going to make sure I like you. Like too many times in the past, and if you're insecure and weird about yourself, you will try and sell yourself off to people. You will try and sell yourself off. You will be like, wait, I'm great, I'm awesome. You'll list all these damn different qualities. Like, bitch, is you on sale? I cook, I clean. Are you on sale? No, you're precious cargo. You're precious. We're not selling ourselves off to anyone. We're not making anyone want to be around. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, there's too many women getting on their knee. And there's too many women who got on their knee in 2025. And if they were like, I don't know, you guys, like, I just feel like there's like, you know, your choices lead you down a certain road. If you go left, you're going down left's road. If you go down right, you're going down right's road, right? And that's just how I feel about life. You'll take a right and you'll never know what happened on left because you're just on right's road. You know what I mean? And so I just feel like it's time to take turns. Is it time to know what road we on? And is it time to make sure that we ain't wearing the Joker costume? And is it time to make sure our past self isn't trying to reflect the mirror back at our new brand new self and make us feel like our new self, our new brand new self, the new ideas that is coming to self are the Joker ideas, are the dumb ideas, are the unfitted ideas, are the weird ideas? No. In fact, we're taking it and thank you, past self. You've been so freaking kind. You know what I mean? Thank you, but you may go. Your services are no longer required. You know? Like, that's why it kind of gets easy to move on from people, places, and things, because the hardest part about this whole journey is moving on from your past self, moving on from your past decisions, moving on from who your past self has really enjoyed being around and who your past self sees favor in and favor in things. You know what I mean? That's actually really going to be hard because your new self does not require all that your past self came with. Your new self requires a different type of showmanship. Your new self requires you to show up so different, so confident. And you guys want to know something? God, when he came here as Jesus, okay, he was still praying, because I had to ask. I was like, okay, God, if you came here as Jesus, like, how did Jesus still praying to you? Like, you came here, how are you praying to you? You know, I had that question. And yes, sorry if that was a dumb question, but I wanted answers. You know, because like God, he really wants you guys to have answers. He wants you to be curious about things, right? Because you will get answers. And so anyways, I asked that question, and basically God came here as Jesus, and he still prayed to God because he still wanted to let you guys know he was in flesh, which meant he could be weak, right? Like his flesh is still flesh. And he wanted to pray to God and show the people that no matter who's coming down here, you still have to tap in and be grounded in the Lord. You still have to seek God. Even God himself coming here as God knew that this was too much. Let me tap in. So there's a lot of people, yes, who think they're above praying, who think they're above tapping in. And God himself came here to show y'all he himself, the Alpha, the Omega, everything in between, y'all, day and night, my God, here, and still had to pray. That's some humble stuff right there. That's some humble stuff, you know. But anyways, you guys, don't let your past self win. Don't let your past thoughts win. Yes, it's going to hurt. Like I said in the past video, when you guys have to get away from people and these people come with dogs, pets, and little kids, it's not easy to tell that person and their little baby to get. It's not easy to disconnect from these little babies, especially when they see you as somebody in their life. You know what I mean? And it's especially not easy if you think that little kid is like gonna go without, or, you know, like you were like probably the only loving person outside of like whatever, right? Like it does hurt when you have to move on from people, places, and things, little babies, little, like my ex, y'all, I had an ex, and we got a dog together. I will never get a dog with someone. Like either I just got the dog or it's your dog, because I can't do that split share dog thing, because like my heart, you know, it hurts when I have to be away from the babies, when I have to officially break apart and go out into the world. It hurts my heart. Like I got these dogs. I actually posted them on this channel. They were the dogs that I was walking before I came and left LA. The white dog is named Snow, and the tanner dog is named Rico. And those are my babies. And they're with my ex right now. And I miss them every freaking day. And so it is hard to say goodbye, even to these things that held you. If they weren't the right type of hug, even if it wasn't the right type of environment, I don't care. I know, like anyone else knows, even if it's toxic, it still hurts to leave it. You know what I mean? Like even my ex, like not the one with the dogs, well him too, shoot, but like my last one, it was so hard to leave this person because they were so freaking fun, but so fucked up, so toxic, and so whack. And that's how our bodies be in self. Our past self be so fun, but so freaking toxic. Toxic to who we are and detrimental to who we are. Why? Because our past self is still liable to come up and choose people, places, and things that do not benefit our future self, do not benefit where we're going, and do not benefit who we are today. Family, we gonna have to get this thing in order, because in 2026, we moving so different, it's not even funny. We're moving so different. We're taking mirrors from everyone who thinks they're holding them in our freaking face. You ain't showing us shit. You're not showing us shit. And that's what I love about God, is because there's nothing that a 3D person can't show me, tell me, nothing that God ain't already told me. Believe it or not. A lot of times he will use you guys if I'm not listening to him. And then a lot of times he'll use you guys to confirm. But when it comes to me, there's nothing you could say he ain't already put me on and we ain't already talking about and intertwined with. And that's why I love it. And I love to preach the word of God, because get with him, because the things that people try to show you a mirror to, try to belittle you about, God is going to talk to you about and make it grand. And then when people bring up certain things, you're just like, that's so yesterday? We're on to bigger and better things. Like, can we move on? You know what I mean? Like people, when they come to you about stuff, or when they finally have the balls right, like that is so yesterday's news. God is moved. Like, don't y'all see beautiful progress in the work? God is working and moving every single day. And the fact that he came and found me and put a voice in me so deep where I'm on YouTube, I don't even care how people look at me. Like that, like, man, God, woo, he sure know how to do it. And he'll take anyone. He don't care. It's just up to us to not act like there's a blind window in front of us and go get that thing. Like that blind window is almost like the mirror. There's a mirror there. You can't go there. That other dog can. They can do stuff. You cannot. Have you lost your mind? You're not pretty enough. You're not smart enough. You're not educated enough. Pa-fucking-lease. Walk through that window. I dare you, right? And so you have a lot of people hesitating about their life, hesitating about their decision making, hesitating about their stuff. It's yours. And a lot of times I said that, like, when God gives you ideas, if you don't take them, he'll double it, right? A lot of times too, though, if you don't do anything with it, that's it. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Some things only you can do. Some things only you can say and unlock things for people and do things for yourself. But that imaginary door is going to eat y'all. It's going to get y'all every time. Obeying, imagine. That's why I go out and people are like, hey, you can't take photos here. Hey, you can't, like, who are y'all for real? And this is why I'm kind of rebellious, but in a beautiful sense, because I know for a fact, that every rule made, y'all made it. And so when y'all come in my face talking about no pictures here, I'm like, if you don't get you and your made up fucking rules away from me, get away from me. Like a lot of people, okay. Like, no, I'm going to record. And I guess I know that now. That's how, like, cause like, I don't get the imaginary rule thing. We have so many, we have too many. It's like so scary. Like even dating, like when I hear people talk, like what did this dude say? I don't remember. He said something gross too. I'm gonna make it up because this is how he sounded. He was like, if you don't put A1 sauce in your macaroni and cheese, I can't trust you. I was like, it's not even that was so gross. It's the fact that I'm realizing people have so many imaginary rules. So they're dating, to this, to that, to that, to that. I'm just like, wow, I cannot keep up. But I'm glad God told me I don't have to keep up because who's for me is going to show up just for me, and I don't have to keep up with none of that. I don't have to get all like, oh my gosh, okay, I have to do this. I have to do this. They like this. They don't like when I see videos on TikTok and they're like, this is what men like. I instantly scroll because I know my man gonna like me just the way I am. And anything until that point, God's gonna perfect it. I don't have to watch videos to be attracted to every open eye. I don't need to know what y'all on. I don't care. Because once I get with God, I realize, oh, I'm free. There's no imaginary door. I don't have to do like this to attract you. I don't have to. Because like when you guys listen to all these videos, that's why, like, even with Shira, like, I mean, like, and I'm not speaking against Shira, but then again, I guess I can because I'm wearing curly hair. And she said that you don't want to wear curly hair. It just makes you look crazy. And I do want to say something, and I'm not trying to be shady. I promise. But Shira is like a fucking, she's like an Amazon woman. She's tall as hell. She's very tall, y'all. Okay. So, cause like a lot of tall women, like, and when it comes to curly hair, that's just a lot of attention. And so her bias, when she said that, you know, I wanted to say, that's why I want to talk, or maybe I shouldn't talk about her because I do fucks with her. Anyways, but when it comes to Shira 7, talking about girls not wearing curly hair, I want y'all to know that this curly hair, like, this should be making people, I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's because I barely do it. I don't know what. But every time I got my curly hair, people just fangirling. Fangirling. They love my dang curly hair. They wish I could wear it all the time. And you know what? I think I'm going to oblige because I think in 2026, I want to do something a little different for myself. And so it does require leaving certain things behind and making life a little easier, you know, just like basically being able to shower, gel, and go. I would love that for myself and to feel sexy in the originality. You know what I mean? Like, I just, like, the whole straight hair thing is great, and I love me some dang straight hair. But, you know, when your mindset just shifts a little bit, that's just where I'm at when it comes to my hair. I'm just shifting a little bit. But Shira does not like curly hair because that girl's tall. And me, Shira does not like curly hair because she's tall. And with her being tall and then with curly hair, it's giving umbrella. So with y'all, you're gonna want to wear your natural hair. You're not gonna want to listen to everyone's video and try and be this robotic type bitch and fit in everyone's life. You know what I mean? Because what happens, and listen, is because you'll listen to this video and you think you got the game. Then you'll listen to another person's video. You think you got the game. You listen to another fit, and you keep doing this. And then sometimes your brain gets tapped out. I saw this girl's comment. She's like, oh my gosh, this is too many games. I can't keep up. And that's what it becomes when you become robotic for people. You can't keep up. But when you go to God, he makes it too simple. Like, following God is too simple. And I haven't enjoyed the way people make him complicated. Like, when he says don't go, that's it. When he says yes, go and run. Don't question him. Oh, he's so simple. I just can't. I'm learning to enjoy God in his simplicity. I'm trying not to complicate things. Like when someone asks me to hang out and God is like, nope. But I'm kind of like, oh, but it would be 3D fun, but God's like, nope. It is very simple to just throw on my PJs and be like, okay, nope. You know what I mean? So don't mind me going off the rails here, but it is time to tap in. It's time to write stuff down. You guys, you're gonna wanna write stuff down. Especially if you're like me and you're a little bit of a lone wolf, writing down stuff is key. It's key, it's key, it's key. And you know what I do? And I'll tell y'all a little tidbit, okay? Essentially, I'll get messages and cues and stuff, and I'll write them out in bulletin form in my diary. And so if you flip through my journal, you'll see a lot of bulletin messages. And sometimes, believe it or not, I'll open it to a specific message and I'll read the bulletins, and those messages apply, And so it's kind of cool that if you use your journal for messages from God, messages that you get through meditation, and then you write down what you really want to see and achieve, no matter how crazy. Okay? Stop putting that glass in front of your face. Stop pretending there's an imaginary glass when you could literally say whatever you really feel like saying. You just don't want to be judged. You could wear whatever you really want to wear. You just don't want to have to answer to people's judgments. You could eat and do whatever. You could be a fat slob. You could be a super skinny person. You could be a fit person. You could literally do whatever you wanted to do. This is how cool. What is your norm? And I always post those random, and I only posted it twice on my 24 on Instagram, but I'll randomly post something really, really cool, and then I'll quote it, and I'll be like, what's your norm? There are people who are waking up and they are skydiving. They are climbing rocks, dangerous but cool to them situations. People are waking up and scuba diving. People are waking up and learning about the marine. People are waking up and collecting lava and calculating what's going on. People are waking up to cool jobs, cool things, cool realities, cool life, cool, because they don't let that imaginary glass stop them. That's why, I guess I randomly wanted to come and do this, is because, why do I keep stopping myself from doing really cool makeup? This is as far as I'll let myself go in terms of makeup right now, because my diamonds are even, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm no longer going to believe that there's an imaginary glass in front of my face, because there's not. You get to be as awesome. People make up rules narcissists wear their shades inside. I love me some good glasses inside. I know that's right. You cannot say me. I love it. People have, and people love creating imaginary doors for that ass. Don't wear shades inside. Don't wear a sweater during the summer. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to think. Don't wear too much makeup. Don't wear fishnet. I don't know, guys. I thought I basically like said a whole bunch of nothing, but you guys know the rules that people try to get you guys to conform to. You guys know the rules that people try to get you to oblige to, like where you can go, like I said, to the store and they'll be like, don't take pictures in here. Like, fuck you and your imaginary rules. But those aren't about this. All right, this is not about that. This is about the imaginary, you can't take camera, whatever y'all be holding y'allselves back from. What do y'all be lying to yourselves about? Oh, I will never get that body. I don't have the genetics. Oh my gosh, I'm not that pretty. I'll never da. Oh my gosh, like, please. Only you believe your psychobabble bullshit. Only you do. Of course, like, because to me, like, once I started showing up as my new self, everyone and their mama was trying to remind me of the past and remind me that I couldn't be this person, right? Only you don't believe your own psychobabble, but like, I know others don't either. And that's why it gets hard. And that's why you just have to choose yourself. Because once you choose yourself, then what they say really don't matter. Really, really don't matter. Not even a little bit. Like, because then you can start looking at how happy you are and then calculate happiness in others, fruit in others, how they talking to God if they bring God up. Like, to me, for real, within discernment, but I don't let anyone who don't bring up God first, I don't let anyone who don't be bringing up God tell me anything at all. You know, like, hey, well, I'm finishing this message. I love you guys. You keep me young. I hope you guys have had a good, what day is it? Yeah, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I did. I basically came to the conclusion that I'm wearing my curly hair way more. I'm indulging in self way more. I'm indulging in little, like, basically, because I'm, like, I told you guys on Instagram, I'm mixed with 18 different things, right? And I was with my Caucasian aunt, like I told y'all, like, y'all know I got a white side, right? I was hanging with my Caucasian aunt and she was like, do you ever indulge in your white side? And I was like, girl, do you not see me? Like, don't you know wearing straight hair to me is as close, unless you're talking about bleaching my skin, is as close as I'm gonna come to whiteness. Like, what is that? What is that question? But I can't lie, I've also been asked by black people when I'm gonna indulge in my black side. So, like, to me, it's really weird when people feel the need to do a thing with me in my race. I don't, what does any of that matter, right? But so since black people, some black people have been interesting in trying to ask me when am I gonna indulge in my blackness, and then I got some white people asking me when am I gonna indulge in my white side. I took the weekend to realize I'm indulging in my Spanish, I'm indulging in my Slavic, I'm indulging in my English Wales, I'm indulging in my Celtic, I'm indulging in my other. Like, y'all can't pull me, y'all can't make me no way. I don't want to be pulled. And so I have, over the weekend, just realized that I want to be like every version of self. Whatever I'm mixed with whatever I'm on, I want to be involved. I want to know who I am, and I don't want to follow anyone's rules. I don't want to be pulled to any side. And what is acting black? What is acting black? And then what is acting white? Like, y'all is so weird for y'all. People is so weird for that shit. For real. Making mixed people not feeling black enough, making mixed people not feeling white enough. And then, like, if they're all white or all black, you still got that weirdness. It's weird. I don't want to do that with y'all. And you're not going to do it with me. Like, fuck it. How about everyone's Latino today? How about it? How about no matter your race? Because Today you're Latino. Because I don't got time for that. Do you indulge in your blackness? Do you indulge in your whiteness? Because what does that question mean? It's weird. Okay? So I have decided I'm going to be more Latina. That's what I am. Yes. I decided, beach. Y'all can't decide for me because y'all just don't be choosing right. And that's ultimately why you can't live with that imaginary glass, because you'll realize that if you let people slide that imaginary glass, they don't be choosing right. People don't know, like, they're not even choosing right for themselves. That's why they grumpy. That's why they're the Grinchy who stole Christmas Eve. These people are Grinchy as fuck because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know the choices in their life, how to make themselves ultimately happy, where they're so happy. They're like, yes, follow God in your dreams. Follow God and he will lead you. They're pretty much saying, bitch, get a job. Oh, you don't got a job, you're brown. Oh, you know what I mean? They're pretty much trying to tell you who you are and where and how to go, right? And with an attitude. So, we're not operating with an imaginary glass in front of our fucking face. We're operating with free open doors. We're operating like that second dog who's just walking into places and walking out, because there is no imaginary rules. There is no imaginary glass. We only follow God. And if God, like, the only time when we should act like that scared dog is when God tells us not to enter. When everyone else is like, come on, it's good. There's no imaginary glass, right? But God said, don't go. That's when you're going to want to act like there's definitely something in between, you know? That's the only time when you're going to want to believe there's an imaginary glass, is when God had already called it out and told you not to operate, not to go around, not to be around anyone, thing, place, whatever. Don't matter. Because for real, God don't want y'all to be around people who, like, because the thing about people, if they're not honest about what they want out of life, they become victims. It just slowly, it just slowly but surely happens, y'all, this victim thing, where that you just look at them and it might not be displayed right away, but they might show a look where you just see that sadness. You might see either the sadness or the anger or the jealousy. You're just going to see something that where you're just like, dude, you're making yourself a victim to your own life. You're putting imaginary glass. You get to be prettier than whoever you want to be prettier than. Do you not see people chopping up their fucking face? You get whatever body and face you want. Congratulations. There is never going to be an imaginary glass in front of you ever again if you so choose not to. You get to live so free. You know, like, I don't like people, like, to me, like, I don't like people who, like, do that victim thing, like you guys, like, I'm sorry if, like, when I made that video and I was like, I don't be getting hugs like that. Anyone to understand that you can still come from a place of lack and still come out on top, period. That was not a, oh, kiss my ass, I'm not loved. I don't give a fuck. Keisha, I'm solely based on trying to relate to someone who God wanted me to make the video for, right? But if you thought I would, like people texting, like, I don't have friends, can we hang out? I don't, you know, I haven't dated anyone in a really long time. No one wants me. Oh, I can't get with that shit. When someone texts me, I haven't dated in a really long time, everyone, like, ditches out. Like, no one, like, sometimes they don't want to text back. And then if you don't text back, they're like, great. Another one. I can't do that with y'all. Real sad victim shit, I can't do it. Like, what? So great. Everyone leaves me, now you're gonna leave me. Great. Like, I can't do that victim shit. I can't do that victim shit. You're not gonna persuade me to be around you. Because why would you think, if no one wants to kick it with you, if no one wants to date you, why would you think I would want to? I'm not trying to be the light in anyone's life. I'm not. I don't want you texting me every day like I'm your only source of anything. I don't want you to text me all the time like I'm the thing to do. I'm the place to be at. I'm not trying to entertain, to date, to have friends. No. Like, no. I don't do this victim thing, and I don't do this y'all. So, in order to level up, you're gonna have to get away from people who just are giving you and it's not like they give it to you right away. It's a glimpse, right? So anyone who gives you a glimpse of sadness, jealousy, weirdness, and I'm talking about just a glimpse, Like the whole time y'all could have been laughing, but he just gives you that one look and you just see ultimate sadness. Like, you know, like you're the reason for this person's existence today. Like that shit is so, I hate it. I hate it for you if you have to do that, you know? But anyways, but that's what people become when they lie to themselves and they don't go after what they want. It's a fucking shame, y'all. Like you don't want to be out here. Like I had this ex and he was like if I get on the phone with him on a good day, for real, if I get on the phone with him on a good day, this boy's gonna take it all the way back to high school when he got kicked off his football. When he got kicked off the football team, and he could have made it pro, you know? Like if I get on the phone with him on a good day, he's taking it all the way back. And I have noticed that when people don't create happy moments for their lives, they will tend to reminisce about better days in the past. They will tend to reminisce about who they were dating, what happened in the past other than today. And they will be on this because they think like there are no good days to look forward to. The best days are behind them. And they think that the past and decisions and shit that happened ultimately is the reason they're not winning today. So you got a lot of people who are going to hold on to relationships because you're the reason I'm not in love and happy today. You got a lot of people holding on to past high school family because you're the reason. And it has always and will forever be that imaginary glass you're actually dealing with. So, I love you guys. I just wanted to create a video because I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. How are my babies? I'm looking at y'all. This looks kind of cute. Anyways, I love you guys. I was thinking about creating some more like at-home videos, but making it a little better. Like my first one, I think I really, like, as you can tell, I just wanted to, I think I really just wanted to do it and show it to you guys. But I think I'm gonna do one and it's gonna be a little better. It's gonna be a little thorough. And I'm also like I took you guys to the gym with me, but I think we're gonna go on errands. So it's gonna be a thorough wake up and actually wake up. Like I told you guys in the video, so we're not confused that I woke up prior and then felt like filming. So we're not confused that I didn't just wake up when I created that video. All right. But I do want to create one where like camera's set and I wake up for like a second. I press play and then I naturally wake up. We gonna figure out how I'm doing this naturally so you guys can just see me in my elements. But anyways, I love you guys. There is no more imaginary wall. If you want to go model, you're gonna have to invest. If you want to go act, you have to invest. If you want to be an engineer, you have to invest. If you want to be a rapper, you have to invest. If you want to be a music producer, you have to invest. If you want to be a nanny, you have to invest. If you want to be a cook, a chef, you're gonna have to invest. Like everything you guys choose, once you realize there's no more imaginary wall, just realize you really choose it and you really gotta live. Like who said this? I don't remember who I was listening to, but he said that he watched his father. His father always told him to get a sensible job. He's like, get a sensible job, go to college, get a sensible job, blah, 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 right? And basically he said that his father wanted to be some actor or comedian. I think it was a comedian. Dreams to just, I think it was Jim Carrey, but I'm not sure anyways. But he gave up his dreams to just be a sensible type of person, right? And then he got fired. I don't mean to laugh. He got fired from that job and realized that even in the safety net, you're not safe. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people who are going to choose careers and because they think this is their safety net, and you can still be fired from that job you still don't like. That's, you know what, I think that's why people be pissed off the most, is because they'll date someone they don't even like and still get dumped. They'll like, They'll go to a job they hate, and if they get fired, they're pissed. You know what I mean? But the whole point is you can still get dumped. Even if you don't like that person, even if he's the safety route, even if you chose that person because they're safe, even if you're choosing this job because you think it's safe, you can still be fired. You can still be let go, and you can still be dumped and replaced by your dream replacement. Do you know what I mean? Like, you had a dream man, a dream woman, a dream job, right? And then if you think and you go out here trying to be sensible, trying to play the system, like, I'm just going to get someone who's ugly and da-da-da-da-da, trying to play the system, you can still be played by that ugly. You can still be fired by that. That's why God, he really do be showing y'all, because you'll be like, dang, I let my standards down to date you and you still played me dumb. Because God's like, why do you keep trying to play the system? I don't care if you get the ugliest man and lower your standards because you think he's faithful to you. You cannot play the system. And a lot of people try. That's why I told you guys, even in dating, people will try. Like, if you get desperate in the devil's playground, you'll be like, I want to date old. I want to date young. I want to date. Like, you're going to try and figure out who is going to love you. You're going to try and manipulate it. You're going to try and find a job, just something to pay the bills, trying to be sensible a little bit when God called you to more. And then even in that comfortability, you can still be fired and dumped. And I love that story because you're gonna want to fail forward. If I got a job and I didn't like it and then they fired me, to me that's failing backwards. It's failing backwards. But like me in acting, because I'm not on set right now, right? But all the time that I was on set, like, to me, like, people are like, why aren't you on a bigger movie? Like, why, like, where's the bigger stuff? Where's the bigger stuff, right? But to me, because it was so exactly what I wanted, no matter what, I failed forward. Like, being who I was and choosing my life, so honest that everything I do makes my heart in the most exciting way burst with rainbows, sunshine, and unicorns. I make sure I'm choosing stuff like that, and so that it's so tailored to me. Like, it is my thing. Like, if I fall in love with it and you dump me, I'm still in love. I still can't wait for someone to love you better than I did. I can't wait for you to be, like, I can't wait. I failed forward. If I choose the job in acting, no matter what, if I get let go, I failed forward. That was exactly what I wanted to do. And a bitch ain't done. But if you're like, if you out here faking the funk, dating whoever you think is just going, because you ain't trying to learn you and you ain't trying to do that journey. You just trying to manipulate the system, trying to trick it with your tricking ass. You're gonna see why you should have just went with what you originally thought. You should have just went with that, right? And I'm gonna get off here, but y'all remember in high school when we kind of had like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I was in high school and I had my dating list, like, you needed to dance, sing, you needed to, like, my list was like pretty much this long. Did any of you guys have a list like that? And now our list is like this today. Very simple. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll edit this and post it. Yeah, I'm definitely wearing my curly hair way more. It's time to be like, fresh, new, and feeling so good. Like, I'm even like, y'all, like, just to let you know my plans, like, I'm taking wellness to a whole nother level. Like, I don't even food to affect my mind in any capacity type wellness. I don't want people to be able to affect my mind on any capacity type wellness. Like, 2026 is wellness for me. I do view health as wealth. I do. Because when I was broke as heck, God was like, okay, hook your body up. You ain't got no money to go nowhere. It's time to work out. And you ain't got no money to go eat out and be swayed. You're eating this. It's time to work. And I did that. And through working out, I realized that being fit in your mind and in your body is the best outfit anyone could wear. Even as a thick girl, you're gonna want to be a curvy thick. You're not just gonna want to be placed anywhere. You're not, okay? Like, cause I know, like I told y'all, and I keep saying it, cause I don't want y'all to think I'm against nothing. I'm with it, but I do believe there's a certain way to wear it. Absolutely. And so when it comes to me, yes, God showed me that as much as I'm looking for money, I'm really looking for sanity. I'm really looking for that peace of mind. What did Lauren say? I gotta find peace of mind. I gotta find peace of mind. Like I got before y'all, and just a little tidbit, before I got with God, and I'm talking about where I'm like, dang God, we really in this bit, I was running. Couldn't tell you where I was running to. Couldn't tell you what I was running from. And I'll tell you right now, I didn't even know I was running, but I was. I was running. I was running from my family. I was running from my hometown. I was running from how I saw myself. I was running. And I was running fast. I sure was. But I realized with God, wow, the party, the state, whatever I'm looking for is in me. And it's in this connection. I love that. I love that I am my own party in a glass. I love that I could go anywhere in the world and it don't matter what's going on. It's in me. Whatever I think I'm looking for is right here. And when you realize everything you're looking for is right in there, everything becomes way more fun because you're well aware of your wants and your needs, right? But you're not just trying to fill slots. You're not just trying to sell yourself off. I'm great, I'm nice. Bringing it back to the beginning. We're not doing that, and we don't do that. I don't care. That's why and I love that you guys just get to think what you think about me, about life. Because I'm not gonna sell myself off to you, shorty. I don't care. God has made me reveal I'm enough. And outside of that, y'all gonna have to pray about it. When it comes to me and anything about me, y'all just got to pray on it. Pray on it.